Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a special little package that Ohuhu, which is one of my favorite brands ever, sent me. The brand reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to do a review video on their products, which, yes, of course. Obviously this video is in collaboration with Ohuhu, but all the opinions that I will have in this video are probably opinions that I've shared before on this channel. So they sent me a sketchbook, spiral bound sketchbook. They also sent me a marker pack, and they also sent me fineliner pens. I'm pretty excited to try out the fineliner pens because I have not I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I'm not a big fineliner person, really. It's been a while since I've tried out any fineliners, and I did look up videos of them on YouTube. I cheated a little bit, and they kind of look really nice, so I'm pretty hyped to try that out. So here's the markers they sent me. It is the Ohuhu Honolulu series, 120. The sketch pad they sent me. So there's 8 pens in here. Actually, one of them is a brush tip pen. There's also standard nibs ranging in size from 0.05 all the way to 1.0. The thick man right there. It's a thick man right there. There's a thick man right there. Let's get into the drawing. How about let's get into the drawing, huh? Let's get into the drawing, okay? No way, it's voiceover Monty. Hey guys, I'm back at you again. So I started off this drawing by hexing the sketchbook, as I usually do. It's for good luck. And then I magically made time go faster, because, you know, I gotta wait on stuff, and I don't like waiting on stuff, so, you know, I just sped up the passage of time, so that way, you know, I didn't get too impatient. But I thought today that I would draw some, like, cute food, because, like, who doesn't love some cute food? And I drew, like, some pretty cool, pretty yummy, pretty juicy looking food in one of my older sketchbooks. I think it is in one of the tours that is currently on my channel. I'm not gonna say which one, though. Guess you'll just have to rewatch all of them to find out. But I wanted to do that again, because I was like, you know what? I had a lot of fun drawing that food that one time. And I thought that it would be perfect, because I could try out, like, multiple pins and multiple sizes of pin. Does that make sense? Like, do the small details with small pins? I think that's, like, reasonable, right? But anyway, I started off with my sketch. As you can see, I have a little reference photo off to the side. Here I am whipping out those pins and taking off my jewelry, because, you know, I can't have my wrist cuffs on while I draw, because it messes me up. Maybe I should put a flash or a motion warning for this, because I sped up time a lot, but, you know, otherwise this video would have been 2.5 hours long, and we wouldn't want that. But here I am testing all the pin sizes out. So there's a reason why I don't often do very intricate line work with fineliner pens, and that is because I suck at using fineliner pens, in case you couldn't tell. But I was actually, me sucking aside, I was very pleasantly surprised with these. Like, I have not used fineliner pens since probably 2018, I'm not gonna lie. These are the first pens that I've gotten since, like, 2018 that I think that I will consistently use, because they're comfortable to use. The only thing I say about them is, as you can see in this video, the ink is not as black as I would generally like my pens to be. It's got kind of like a grayness to it, but that's okay. Honestly, I kind of ended up liking it, especially for this drawing. It helped make the colors go together more. It helped them feel a little bit warmer, because, you know, the ink kind of, like, since it wasn't as dark, the marker ink kind of, I don't know what I'm saying. It made the line art go well with the markers. Yeah, there's a reason why I have so many subscribers, and it's because I give detailed reviews like this, and you guys love them. But here I am going in with the 0.7 pin. As you can tell, I'm a lot more comfortable doing this than I was with the bowl. that is a very wonky bowl, but we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it at all. And I genuinely really had fun with this. I actually ended up liking these drawings so much that I cut them out and put them in my other sketchbook, because I do also have another sketchbook from Ohuhu that I bought myself with my money, and you'll probably know that if you watched my last video. I think it was my last video. Anyway, but I didn't have a spiral bound Ohuhu sketchbook, so you know what? I'm grateful for it. And I'm genuinely not just saying this because this video is in collaboration with Ohuhu. Like, I'm not, like, being dramatic or anything at all. I'm literally telling you the truth when I say that these art supplies got me out of, like, a 5-month-long art block. Like, I genuinely felt so refreshed after using these. And I think it might be because of the pins. Sissy was feeling herself, too. But I think it might be because of the pins, because I got to try out a new art supply, and I ended up really liking it, and I will definitely be using these more in my sketchbook, so, you know, come time for next sketchbook tour, be on the lookout, because it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, the pins, they did very smoothly. I can't really say anything about them. I do want to get better at using them, because I kind of rely on the brush pins a little bit too much, and I think that because I use brush pins so often, I'm not used to doing precise line work, you know what I mean? But anyway, I started off with the markers, coloring with the markers, of course, and I started off with the broth of the soup, and it was very hard to get the right color down, but I am overall pretty happy with the colors. At some points in this video, I low-key forgot I was recording, so if you see my nasty greasy hair, don't mind that. It's okay. You can cry if you want, but it's okay. But anyway, since this was a limited marker pack, I also kind of had fun with that extra challenge, because, you know, 120 markers, it's a lot. But I did find certain points where I was missing some shades that I would have liked to have. Obviously, that's not a critique of Ohuhu, because, like, that's literally just the marker pack, and I have more marker packs from Ohuhu. I like their markers because compared to some other higher quality art brand markers, they're, like, very vibrant, and that's perfect for me because I like to work with vibrant colors. I'm not a huge fan of, like, pastels and stuff. I mean, they're alright, but, like, not for me personally, not for my art. I don't really find enjoyment in coloring with super desaturated markers and such. So, they're one of the most vibrant marker brands I have gotten for such a great price. Because really, I mean, Ohuhu, the prices are so much cheaper compared to other, like, similar marker brands of similar quality, and it's crazy. Like, yeah, each marker set is a little bit expensive, but when you take into account, like, how many markers come in the set, it starts to be looking really cheap when you do the math, you know? And they last me a while, and these markers are some of their new refillable markers, so I'm really hyped about that. I'm gonna buy some refills, because I always hated with the old markers, I always hated having to throw them out whenever I got done with them, because I was like, this feels so wasteful. So I was like super glad that they came out with some refills. It's awesome. But I went in and I did my little base colors. I did a bunch of little dots. I wanted to keep the coloring on this kind of loose, because I wanted it to have like a juicy, organic feel, you know? I didn't want it to be super duper clean, but I also didn't want it to be like super sketchy. You know, I wanted it to look finished and intentional. The little garnishes, if you'll notice, I colored them in yellow before I went over the green. That's a little trick that I'll share with you. If you want your drawing to have a certain, like, tint to it, like, I wanted this whole soup bowl to feel very warm, so, you know, I went over everything with yellow. That wasn't yellow before I colored it in. Think of it like an overlay for digital art, if you are a digital artist. How whenever you do an overlay, it kind of leaves the tint of the previous color, or the color in the layer above it, while still having the appearance of the color that you want or the color that it's supposed to be. That's kind of what I was doing there, in case you were wondering about that little marker tip from Monty. This is about the point in the video where I realized that I had my camera wrong. It was like way over it was overexposed, so I fixed that. So hopefully that looks a little better. I'm sorry about that. I meant to mention that earlier on the video, but I don't write scripts and I don't like to do retakes on my voiceovers. You know, that's probably not very professional of me, but what can you do? I like having an organic feel to my videos. And then I went over with my little white jelly roll pen. I actually found out that Ohuhu also does gel pens, like colored gel pens, like, so I'm gonna have to try those out too. I would like to give those a go, because I've been wanting to review some other gel pen brands, even though the Sakura jelly roll or whatever is pretty good. It's worked pretty good for me. But now I'm drawing some little bread bugs. I get a lot of my references off of Pinterest whenever I'm doing stuff like this, just because, I don't know, it's fun. But for these little bread bugs, I decided to draw them with a thicky marker, that fat boy I was talking about earlier, and I really liked him. I really did. I love drawing with thick pens because it's, I don't know, I especially like doing like studies and stuff with thick pens, and then like filling in details with thinner pens. It's just kind of nice to me. I was thinking, I kind of like these designs so much that I might make them into stickers. I'm not sure on that. Let me know what you guys think about that. If I did, I probably wouldn't sell them online because I've got so much stuff going on. I can't deal with an online business. What are you trying to get out of me here? Gosh. But I mean, I might, who knows. But as for the review, overall I was very pleased with all the products. I already expected to be pleased with the markers because that's literally the main marker brand I use in most of my videos. That's a common question I get asked as far as my art supplies go on my sketchbook tours. A lot of people ask me what markers I use, and it is majority Ohuhu. I do have a few Copics, but I prefer Ohuhu over Copics. 1, because of the price, and 2, because of the saturation, like I mentioned earlier. The saturation on Ohuhu markers is just, it can't be beat. It's so good. I love it so much. And for the price, I mean, hell, dude, you cannot get better than that. I love this brand so much. I will hype up this brand until the day that I die. Okay, yeah, I got my big fat head in the camera there. Sorry about that. But yeah, so the markers, absolutely love them. The pens, absolutely, I love them. Like I said, the only possible issue I would have with the pens would be the fact that when they draw, they kind of draw in like a dark gray instead of like a black. Honestly though, I was not as affected by that as I thought I would be. Like when I first started using them, I was like, oh, this might be a problem. But then I ended up kind of actually really liking it. And as for the sketchbook itself, I really didn't have any problems with that either. I mean, it's really hard to mess up a sketchbook, especially when you're a pretty high quality brand. I mean, the paper was a good thickness. Obviously, it bled through to the other side, of course. A lot of sketchbook papers will do that. But it was a very smooth paper, worked well for my markers, didn't notice any issues there. Here are my shaky hands showing off the final product. Here you can really see where I mucked up on the line art. But you know what? It's okay, because I will keep using these pens and I will try to get better at line art, but here's just some clips of me cutting them out and putting them in my sketchbook. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Big thanks to Ohuhu for reaching out to me and giving me this opportunity. If you guys ever want to send me anything else, let me know, because I love you and I love your brand. But yeah, I will continue to use these products, and I am not BSing when I say that. I'm being 100% genuine. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you will go and check out their website, maybe buy some of their stuff. Ohuhu till the day I die, brother. So yeah, that was the video. Thank you, Ohuhu, for reaching out to me. Thank you for collaborating with me. It's very cool. pushes me to do videos whenever brands collaborate with me, because then I have an obligation and a deadline. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Be looking forward to more videos from me in who knows when. Hope you guys are doing well. If I don't see you guys by whatever holiday that you celebrate, I hope that you have a happy one. And I hope that everything goes good for you. And yeah, have fun with the family beef. I'm gonna be at work. Bye. Have a beautiful time.